Hello beautiful people, welcome back, live on the farm. Today, 4 things. Got something cool I learned about the ZZ plant. I'm going to show you that. We're going to turn blue oysters into seconds, thirds, and fourths flushes. Show you that one pretty quick. I got a grape cutting from the neighbor, late in the season, but I got the, she said try to take one if you could take one. I don't know if, without any foliage on here, if they're going to take, but we're going to try. I think all of these can be rooting zones still. It was a nice old vine, but I don't know if it's too late in the season to take a cutting like this, especially, yeah, I've never done it without green. So I could be wasting my time on that one, but still, we're gonna take you along. And finally, excuse me, I got a nice shiitake harvest we're about to do. So I got shiitake logs in there, and I might even take a couple blues off too. Not sure, I think so. Might not take you with that one, but I'll at least show them to you. All right, let's go. So, ZZ plant. So I grow 4 plants so far on the farm. Snake plant, spider plant, pothos. This is a pothos. And actually I do aloe vera too, but I'm not doing that very successful, so I can't be all happy that I'm the best, and I don't really sell that. I use that for personal pretty much. But those 3, and then ZZ I added to the fold this week, or this year, excuse me. I heard it's a air purifier kind of too. Beautiful plant. So, yeah, I was excited to, I got one plant, 35 bucks. Was able to, I had one stem that actually fell down, looked like it was gonna die. So it was pretty much dying. So since it still had green in its leaves, I've heard with some of these plants, like the snake for example, you can just take cuttings from the snake and plant it, and it will end up growing roots from the cutting. So this is kind of a similar plant, I thought. I didn't know this at all. I didn't even study it. I was on a whim. The one thing fell, so, and I had some dirt next to it, so I just stuck it in the ground. I'm gonna sacrifice this one, but as of now I've got a couple more little ZZ babies, so I had this little test right here. I just had this extra plant, and then I threw, some ZZ leaves in there from that fallen stem. And then the other day, so I pulled one up, it's been about 2 months, pulled one up just to see if we were winning, and I kind of figured we were, since it was still green after 2 months, and not just dead. So, yeah, excited to pull it up, and I had a little pressure coming off it, so I could see that I was pulling something up. And yeah, I'm sacrificing this one probably, but I can probably get back in there. But yeah, it started rooting. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, boom. A little like ball formed, and it started rooting. So this is an awesome way to propagate this plant. These plants are abundant. That's why I do some of these air purifying ones. Actually, that's why I do all of them, is they propagate really easy, so I can sell them. Again, I bought this plant for 35 bucks. Well, not this one. It had like 4 stems coming out of it. And then I took this one cutting, and I took the other, and I got them kind of, yeah, I thought I was just going to do cuttings that way. But now I might actually be able to take this whole thing and just sacrifice this guy and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants out of it. Boom. All right, easy money on that. Okay, that's that. Saved you some of that time and headache. I got these grapes. We're going to get these in. And I'll show you kind of where you cut them. Probably this kind of general knowledge, but who cares? We're gonna do some things that if I'm working, I'm gonna show you. Maybe you don't know the knowledge, and it'll be easier just to roll all these videos into one and get some extra knowledge. And why not throw it out there? Why not try? Who cares? So, peat moss and a potting mix with mycorrhizae to kind of get them going. I've got probably like 10 I might be turning these into, so I don't know, we'll see. So the goal is every one of these little buds, it looks like buds kind of, I don't know, can potentially have roots. And I might be wrong on that. It might be like every other, but I think it is every one. So we're gonna at least save some room in the pot and get it way up at the top. And so we're gonna have 1, 2, and then we're going to leave 1 for the bud to come out of. So we're going to cut it right above that. So we got 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the bud hopefully will come out of that. We'll see. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but and then I'm just gonna. I got some smaller ones and some taller ones for ones that I know won't be able to fit in the big ones, because some of these buds are closer. Once they get to the tops of the branches, the buds are closer apart or closer together. And yeah, so then here I'm just gonna go boom. So I'm gonna start from here. The root could potentially come out of there, and then we want 2 at least. I always like to, I don't know, I've heard to just get 2 chances. 1, 2, and then we'll see if the bud can come out of there. So then we'll go all the way up here. 1, 2, and then this bud can come out of there. And then you just clean up these like that. And see, so they're closer at the top here. So you can kind of potentially get more cuttings out of less wood, but that one's going to be very small up here and not much, probably, I don't know, inertia or whatever it'd be called for this one here. I'm going to use some weird and incorrect terms, I'm sure, but boom. I do things. I've heard a lot of things how to do them. Some of these words I just remember. I apologize. Not a big word guy. I'm a get shit done kind of guy. Excuse me. 1, 2, potentially 3. We'll just stick that guy right in there. Actually, no, I'd rather just use the 2. Because I'm going to need to save these 4 that I have for some of the big ones. Yeah. So screw it. Okay, I went back and forth. We'll take it. We'll plant it deep. Come up. 3 tries on this guy. Plant it deep. Now I need a little bit extra. A little extra love. And I kind of put it under here, and it stays away from light, and I get a lot of humidity around under there from the grow tent. So that's where I like it. I don't have to dome it. You could dome it, you know, if you're in more of a dry spot. Alright, so boom, boom, boom. Put it in there. Get both those guys down. We'll probably push that down a little more, actually, and even add a little something to it. And we're down here. We're gonna press that one up. See if we can get this might be a waste of all my time, guys, but hey, she offered free delicious grape, and so I'd have a second variety on this place. And hey, who knows, maybe one of these will take. All I need is one. So we're good. So we're gonna take the top off. 1, 2 rooting places, clean it up while they're holding it. Clean it up while they're holding it. Makes more sense. Let's get rid of that. So we got, this is the bottom of the branch. I don't know if that matters or not, to be honest, but we'll pay attention to a little more of that. Throw a comment, throw a like, throw a subscribe, ask a question. This is just how I've learned to do things. Teach me something, it'd be awesome. I'm here for, we're here to grow, learn and grow. I'd love to become more efficient. We got some, it's just what I've been taught, so I'm just trying to relay the info. Change this world. 2,500 farms is the goal. 0 chemicals. We don't use chemicals like we use them in our food system. It's just nuts what we're eating these days. We're feeding our kids, and yeah. But goal is clean food. A lot of little farms all around the world. And that's just the one and that, so we're not even gonna, that one's already broken. Looks like that. So we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm 1 short. That's okay. And I got all these little small ones too, down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I do. don't think we'll make it on these small ones. Let's see. I know a couple of them will. That one will. I might just have to go with like single butt on some of these. That's what it is. Keep it nice and low. That way, even if I can cut it down here and just have the one instead of all up here drying all out, it can be nice in this nice little. Oh dang! You're right. I'm sorry. All right, so I can still, even if I only have the one to root potentially, I can cut it here, and then this up here might get dried out anyways and die. And it'll just have to only send more energy into that one little bud rather than two. Or I guess, yeah, this is actually just probably me being lazy. I could have gotten bigger pots, but I also didn't know if this would work. So that is one thing, yeah, I will say is, I didn't want to just kind of not destroy a whole bunch of soil because I can reuse the soil. But I would imagine that it's going to be the best the first time you use it from a nutrient standpoint. So, yeah, I didn't want to waste a whole bunch of soil if these things weren't going to work. So we're just going to cut these. I'm going to bury that one. Let me see if I can bury that one. I'm going to try to bury that one. Oh, jeez. Get going, Dan. Sick. Oh, and this one is good too. Dang. Alright, we're going to do a couple quick and even these ways. So what we should be doing is we should be mixing these with the water first. So, and then putting it in there. We're going to even destroy it a little more. Top water. It's always nice water. Water from the bottom. So we just needed that. We're gonna need a little bit more to top off these other guys. And this is what I was saying. So it's better to mix it in a side bucket and then put it in there rather than top water it to start it all. And probably moisture content is even all the way through. Those two are good. And we'll see. Make sure you got it. Talk myself into it. First. Oh, I was upside down. Oh man, no, the top's all dirty. I'm gonna try to rinse that up. I don't know if that matters, but probably. I wouldn't like to be that top and be all dirty trying to heal. You want to press down. Bring him down there. Bring him down ski. And I'd have them down there for like 2 days, 3 days, and then maybe close the light. Maybe even I'd see. I could see if they start like dying. Maybe I'll do a little update on that. But holler if you want an update. All right, let's rinse the hands. Blue Oyster flushes and Shiitake over. I don't really even need gloves for this thing. It's good. Right. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I got it laid over there. Alright, so this one's had a flush. Just one. I don't have a hole here, I don't have a hole here, nothing on the back. So we're going to second flush this one. I already, because what I do is I actually, when they're growing, I keep them out like, or fold them in like that. So within the last couple days, I knew I was going to be doing the flush thing, or doing this, so I unraveled them so they weren't all wet here. First step, pro tip, you don't have to wait for it. And we're just going to close these up. You see how awesome I do on this on camera. Boom. Yeah, I think it's a little bit there, so let's go down. Right there. Seal will fold. Alright, so now we seal it back up. We're gonna go for flush 2. Keep it good. And we go on the side. Do a little X off. Kind of an off X. It matters how off it is. And then fold in. Boom, ready to go. Alright, second flush as well. 2, and I right on top because I do forget once I get a whole bunch going. I used to think, oh, it's not going to matter. I'll remember which bags or which rotation. When you get a whole bunch of bags going in multiple rotations, sometimes I don't open all of them at once. Oh, I don't know how that sounds on camera. Sorry. Nice one. Second, out on it. We'll move a little bit, you guys. Oh, dang. Can't say that. Drop it. Get rid of that guy for now. Clean it. Get rid of that. Like that. And I can just tell there's no tape on either sides. So flipping around and showing you guys. Second flush block as well. Dang. Oh man. Oh, the tape stuck. Shock harvest soon, I swear. We'll fight through this, almost done. I swear, they're almost done. 2. That's the new line. 2. So this one we had a front flush, and now this is the next flush. So this is going to go to its third flush. Just go on the third side. Around to the other. Right. Now learn with the blues, it actually really doesn't matter if there's a little bit of air in some of these, because it will go towards the dominant side, or the side that's more open anyways. The lines means a total different thing. You like waste it, they'll sneak out on these teeny little spots. You kind of waste it, I feel like. Oh no, I could have got a way bigger flush. So this one's a 3. Get things out of the way. Take one there. Up there. Move on top over there. Let's just get out of the way. And I don't know where we're going with it. Where'd it go? Boom. 2 more. There's a second. So this one was right in the front. Oh, this is lion's mane. Yeah, I was gonna say it feels a little different. So this is actually third flush lion's mane. Had one on the side, so start on the front, had one on the side, and now, oh dang, this should be 4. Oh dang! Yeah, this is 4. And there, actually, hey, they're a good call. A little green going in here. So no matter what, I'm gonna get away from all these other lines, man. If it's on 4th flush already, I'm not gonna get much from it. Plus, I see some green growing, like a teeny bit in there. So I'm not even gonna put it back close to the tent. It's gonna be kind of hanging out down here and see if by chance we'll get a 4th flush. starts turning, if I see a lot more green grow, I will kick it out. Right now it's just a teeny bit, so that'll at least tell me to see how much more I'd get that lion's mane. I want to at least get it away from, or sealed up. Let's grow out of that little area. I'm just gonna go like this down here as a force flush on the lions, and then this one we're gonna go. The shiitakes didn't really toast down here. I have my fan going right here to on the dehumidifier to keep it dry. Let's see. We'll be down here a little bit. And get this guy in there. Alright, he's stuck with. Here's shiitakes. Boom! He's stuck with. Good ups. This is what we gotta get done. Here, holy buckets. Yeah, they're kicking butt. So, maybe just not take it with all of them. I think it's gonna be kind of monotonous too. Oh, so they grew up on the bottom too. I didn't see that one had a bottom one. I gotta get gloves on for this though, actually. So, gloves, and for this one. Dang. Put a couple slips down, slip sheets down, parchment paper. So these are a little far actually. They're beautiful, but I maybe just, I don't know. They're actually really nice. Never mind. I could have just found more like this one. Still not like curved up, because these aren't gonna last as long, but I'm out right now of them, so I'll be able to sell through, you know, just sell this one before I sell the one like that. So, yeah. And we just cut it off right in the bag. And I learned it's way easier to do this rather than ripping them out and getting a whole bunch of gunk in the bag, all this stuff that will come with it. It's just not worth it. So it's better just to cut them, go down. And if you cut a top or two, kind of get to learn the technique and how to hold it. But there you can see that one at a cut top. And it's not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna hit the block a time or 2 or 3 or 10. Now that I say that, but let's try not to cut my hand, as well as being as efficient as possible, because I feel like 8 blocks to do. With all the other stuff. It's Sunday night too. Just throw that in there. Hustle along. Good. Oh man. Trying to keep it in camera as much as possible, guys. You just cut it over the bag. Probably won't take it all. I can just rock through these. Take down a couple. But they're beautiful. Fresh mushrooms. Shiitake style, high in ergothiamine. I don't want to get too into it until I feel more comfortable talking about these kind of things, but ergothiamine's a potential longevity vitamin got going on. They're figuring out, so we'll see. It's exciting stuff in the mushroom world on the EEG. So that's it. We're down in there. That one's done. And then this one actually will come. Never mind. For now, I'm gonna kick it back in there because I don't want to do it right now. I'll put it back in there today. Tomorrow, I'm gonna rub all these stems off into a compost bag, and then I'll second soak it. Or soak it for second flush. And I've done a video on that already. If you are interested, how to second flush a shiitake log. Boom. And normally, yeah, let's say I could do this on a chair, maybe I do this up here, and maybe it's not showing it as good, but oh, it's stayed on the table, nice. Yeah, see, so when they're curled over like this is when they last the longest. It's beautiful. They're curled under, just say curled over. You know what I meant. You know what I'm saying? A little. And I cater to cutting more stem off than less stem on shiitakes, because I've been on the sides of both sides of purchasing shiitakes before and not liking that I had to pay for a stem I would just throw away. At that point, I'd throw away. Now I make a broth out of it or something, but at that point I was just not into the whole broth making thing, I guess. And so I just ended up throwing them things away, throwing the stems away. Probably because I didn't have a whole lot to make a broth, maybe even. So now that I farm these things, I have a whole lot more to make a big giant broth. Yeah, these things are pouring off, and this one will grow. This one grew under it, so I'll just rip that guy off. Otherwise, it's gonna fall. So that one grew into the thing, grew into the shelf a little bit. So we'll get rid of this guy. We got a little bruised on it, going into the shelf. Or it developed a mold just because it's so close to that shelf the whole time. I don't know what that black is. Boom. And that's it. I'll probably just do this one with me. I'm gonna close it out. Thank you for here. Appreciate it. Growing mushrooms. Growing sustainability. Food of the future, I believe, right here. These things are legit. And profit on his nuts right now. Until a whole bunch of until a whole bunch of people figure it out. But as of right now, I can. It's a start. I can feel it. I know we're starting to make money now that we're at third grocery store. So we can turn like I was doing the numbers the other day, and just kind of bag. When I say doing the numbers, I just do it in my head. So I really don't like break it down too much. But I can take the cost of the block and then the cost of the packaging and even throw a little cost of labels in there. It's a tougher one to calculate, but and yeah, I was kind of doing. I was like one block. I think I turn one block and I can make a $10 block worth $30 or $30 profit on it. And now that I'm even trying to mess with them to like 5, 6, 7 flushes, I'm starting to actually try to rehydrate them on the 4th flush. Seeing if I can just, as long as they're not greening, I'm gonna keep them in there. And at the room, why not try to get the most out of these things as possible? So I started to try to rehydrate them, and we'll see how that goes. I've got a couple that I did the other day, and I just had to write, the flush name, and then I put a W next to it, so that I did it with water. Flush it with water. That's gonna be it, guys. So these ones, this grew into the shelf. So I'll just make sure we cut above that. Boom. Blessed to have you here if you're still here. Freaking crazy. Awesome. Crazy awesome! Alright, guys. Blessings. Have a great day. Thank you. We'll be back live on the farm soon.